For our assignment 1, our group decided to do the artifact of the 3 R's. The 3 R's are recycle, reuse and reduce. We chose the 3 R's because it relates to the geography by developing the children's understanding of place, space and most importantly, the environment and change. Children are able to be critical thinkers and reflect on the 3 R's and how they connect with their lives, how they can work either individually or as a group to come up with creative solution as to how they, as the future generation, can sustain our environment. Based on our artifacts, all the materials we have used are all recyclable goods, recyclable materials. For our display, we used the cardboard of a printer paper where the printer papers are held. We shaped it according to how we were going to display the 3 rubbish bins. We put it in place by gluing the cardboard for the base, and then by securing it, we decided to use staples so that it wouldn't come apart and that would be a solid foundation. We also secured the pipe cleaners through the felt. We used 3 pipe cleaners as our static joints to hold the felt into place with the cardboard. We also used the cable ties for the milk cartons, and also we used strings to fasten the strawberry punnet to the plastic container. We also folded and secured. We folded the aluminium foil to the cardboard and fastened it with a paper clip. We also used blue tack on the paper container to hold it still and in place onto the cardboard. And we also used stitches to stitch the leaves onto the Velcro. And we also used real dirt, and we came up with a way we wanted to have the dirt be held in place on the display, and we chose to use hairspray to keep it in place. The moving joints that we have on our displays are lids on the milk cartons, our screw-on lids with the pepper holder, and strings on our rubbish pictures which we laminated, made holes and connected it to the display, which allows the children to visually display their interpretations of what would be a recyclable foods, goods, recycling, waste product, recycling, or organic matters. We also paper clipped the display of their picture and tied it with a cord, with a wire, and connected it to a paper clip so it can be hung up and easily displayed. This artifact can be implemented into the classroom. It is also a very good way of interacting, allowing the children to explore, interact. So what does go into the recycling? What does go into the waste bin? And what goes into the organic? We chose these colours because in every house in Australia there is a yellow bin, there is a blue bin, and there is a green bin. And children would see this at home. So from their prior knowledge of what they have at home, the teacher can expand it, the curriculum, by saying, well, what does go into the recycling bin? What does go into the waste bin? And what does go into the organic waste bin? We can go further and extend it by saying, from the recycling bin, does all the materials that go into the recycling bin, do they get sorted? do bottles get into, do they recycle the bottles to make them into other reusable bottles? Does the plastic get broken down? Do the papers get recycled into other books or other materials for paper, like envelopes and notebooks? Do the waste, the general waste, where does it go? Do the trucks take them to landfills? Where we can explore, where do the trucks go? Does each suburb of Adelaide go to the same waste location? What happens to the organic waste, like the leaves and the plants? Do they get turned into mulch and be placed into, say, the Botanical Gardens or Blair National Park? All these questions, based on these artifacts that we've had, we chose to do with the 3 R's. Kids can explore the place, space, environment and change to come up with a solution for a better sustainable Earth.